This vlog is hosted by Moses Ludel and sponsored by Warren Industries. Let's consider the differences between conventional oil and synthetic oil. And why would we want to use a synthetic oil in place of a conventional oil? Historically, conventional oils were a mix of hydrocarbon molecules that we'll refer to as high volatility and low volatility. High volatility molecules, as the expression implies, are molecules that are more prone to burn off or become carbon in a situation like high engine temperatures or areas of the engine that are cooled and lubricated by the engine oil. That would be the areas up around the rocker shaft assembly or rocker arms, around the camshaft, areas of the engine like the timing chain. The crankshaft itself and crankshaft bearings have no coolant or liquid coolant and rely totally on the engine oil for cooling as well as for lubricating these parts. In older engines, it was very easy to tell that the oil had high volatility molecules because areas of the engine that were cooled by oil tended to build up sludge and tended to coke up. And this was due to the fact that the oil was literally burning away in those areas and laying down sludge as well as carbon. So one of the earliest goals with synthetic oil was to reduce the high volatility molecules and create oils that had low volatility molecules only. Low volatility molecules would make the engine oil last longer, lubricate better, and not build up sludge in the engine. Mobil and others produced oils that were synthetic in their base, meaning polyol or other types of bases than petroleum, and in the process were able to stabilize the molecules and in that sense create oils that were all low volatility, long lasting, non-sludge building with high lubricity and high ability to cling to metal or have viscosity. As a rule, synthetic oils have a wider viscosity range. You can have a synthetic 0W, meaning zero pore factor, 50 oil that can go into any engine and offer easy pour when cold in sub-zero weather and offer 50 weight protection should the engine reach operating temperatures high enough to require a 50 weight oil. For many years I was a strong advocate of synthetic oil only for these reasons. In my earliest book, The Jeep Owner's Bible, I talked about Mobil 1 and the remarkable accomplishments in terms of stretching engine life, reducing bearing failure, reducing, because of a stronger film strength on these oils, reducing taper on cylinders and literally lowering the wear. Some more modern breakthroughs with regard to conventional versus synthetic oil is that refiners like Chevron have been able to take oils and in the process of working with hydrocarbon molecules, reduce the high volatility molecules and produce isosyn and other trade name products that are conventional oils behaving much like a synthetic oil. While I recommend and have used 15W40 Max Pro Mopar oil in our Dodge diesel engine, I'm perfectly content to run this 530 or 1040 isosyn conventional oil from Chevron, available at box stores and elsewhere for much less cost than synthetic, in our Cherokee 4-liter engine. Regarding my choice of 5W30 versus 10W40 weight oil, I find that higher mileage engines sometimes are not really tolerant of the 5 weight factor, and what ends up happening is you'll have seepage of oil from the timing cover seal or the rear main seal. And this raises a question about synthetic oils. Synthetic oils have often been accused of causing engines to have oil leaks, when in fact it's not the synthetic oil per se that causes the leakage. It's a buildup of varnish or false seals on seals like the rear main or timing cover. The high lubricity and detergent action of a synthetic oil will often wash that varnish away, if you will, and in the process create leaks that otherwise did not exist. This has nothing to do with the synthetic oil in causing the leak. It has to do with worn or high mileage seals.